Good evening, Tiffany.
Good evening.
Tonight is a special night because we are
is.
recording our 100th episode of Greening Up My Act. I have
Yay.
champagne.
I have wine.
It's from New Mexico, and let's
Oh,
see if I can.
nice.
Yes, because it's not champagne. It's champagne style. Sorry to my French friends. It's Méthode Champenoise Gruet from Albuquerque, New Mexico. But
Nice.
this is a big deal because most podcasts don't make it past 3 episodes.
Yes.
And 90% of those that do quit before they reach 20.
Yeah.
And this is especially true for podcasts that don't make a bunch of money or have a huge viral following, which is true of us. So I learned the average podcast gets about 27 listens per episode.
Yeah, I've read that too.
So this week, we're going to dive into what we've learned over the past 100 episodes. The most surprising things about green hooey, greenwashing, the biggest takeaways, and what keeps us going. So, welcome to Greening Up My Act.
I love the noise. I just wanted to keep that in there.
I got a new webcam. Sean got it for me for Christmas, and it is following me around, and it is kind of like...
Ugh. It's so unsettling.
Yeah, it's very
Because
strange.
it's like, how does it know it's your face?
I know.
Like
and sometimes
that.
it gets confused, and it looks at the lamp. But anyway, first a cheers to you and our listeners. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for joining us on this special evening.
Yes.
We
have
don't...
some new people who have been coming.
Yeah, we
on,
have
it
new
looks
listeners,
like.
which is like old friends too have been messaging me that like they're finally listening, and they're like,
That's
I'm on
awesome.
episode 7. Yeah.
Yay.
And
oh my
I
gosh,
think
7.
I know.
We were so young.
Such babies. 3 years ago.
Yeah. I remember the first episode I literally like flew through.
Yeah.
I didn't say
it was like
half the
25
stuff I was-
minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't say half of what I wanted to say because I was
Yeah.
just like nervous. So.
Yeah. We were
So
just like,
funny.
And my microphone was probably a very quiet volume because we had
Yeah. Oh yeah. Our sound was so bad.
if we had sound was bad, and when you edited it, it was great, but when I edited it, it would be like, who touched this? It was bad.
Oh my god. No, I remember we did Audacity. That
Yes.
took 100,000 years per
Yes.
episode.
Yes. Oh, a dog just tried to get in here. So
Oh well, she's allowed.
well, no, because the door's closed. She can't come
Oh.
in. Sorry, lady.
Not allowed.
She's probably gonna start whining. But I guess what I wanted, I kind of set this up. I didn't show this to you, but who are we? That's the first question we ask. So who are we?
We're greening up my act.
Yes. You're
I'm
Tiffany. I'm Kat. We're 2 marketing writers. We started out as. Yeah. Writers who do marketing, content, who... Well, and then I said, like, so why did we start this podcast? So what's your version of events?
Oh man, so many things. So many things. Part of it was because I was so tired of being confused. I was so tired of being confused about what stuff makes an impact, like what actually might matter and what doesn't. And also, annoyed about greenwashing and like knowing that so much of it is probably greenwashing, but not knowing what is greenwashing.
Yeah, and how to figure it out. Yeah.
Trying to come up here.
She wants your wine.
She does. I'm covering it.
Our animals are like, it's party time. Let me in. Yeah. Ada's going to... Yeah.
Feels like a Patreon episode, so that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. By the way, welcome to those of you who haven't listened to our Patreon episodes. They're almost this chaotic.
Yes. Probably more so, but... Yeah, and it's funny because so much has changed since we started, but I came up with the idea because I had this other random ass podcast that I started on my own, and I realized, holy Nikes, I cannot keep up with the amount of work that it takes to do a podcast. Even though it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And so then I came up with this idea. And I didn't know what to name it yet. I don't, maybe it did have a name. I can't remember at this point. And then we got to know each other and we really wanted to start a podcast. And I was like, well,
I have this idea.
I kind of have a bunch of shit that I created for this one. And I looked at the Google Drive and I was like, oh, I actually have more than I thought I did.
Yeah.
Because I had a couple whole list of episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously enough for 100 episodes. So.
Yeah. Crazy. So crazy. And then I was so grateful. I was like, please, God, do it with me because I can't do it by myself. And also, I don't really want to just sit here and talk to myself.
Yeah. That's a weird podcast. A lot of podcasts that I've listened to, if you go back to the very beginning, it's just one person talking and it's like, and
then they start usually interviewing people.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Usually that works fine too. But
yeah, that was like the early days of podcasting when it was like, this isn't a radio report. It's not journalism. It's different.
Yes.
It's a conversation.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And we had worked together and we're trying to start a podcast at the company we worked at together. So I already had the equipment. So it was like, well, I got to do something with it. So
yes, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah. But you had the experience. You knew what tools to use.
Yeah, I had definitely learned trial by fire.
Yeah, and we had talked with someone who had advised through the company that we were. Yeah, that's right. We were so ready to do this podcast at this company, and we just got shut down. And it was like, well, this is a much more fun topic anyway for us.
Yeah, and I was really excited too because I originally framed it. I was like, okay, because we had never really talked about sustainability stuff,
right? Yeah.
And so I framed it to you, and I was like, I don't know if you're into this or not, but if you're not, it could be like I
even better.
Explain stuff to you, and you try stuff for the first time or something, and you're like, no, I love it. I'm so into it. And I'm like, oh, good. Okay, that's so much easier.
Well, but also you were already doing all these DIY things. Like I was doing like consumer sustainability stuff, like trying to, like you're saying, like trying to buy products that are less harmful. But you were actually doing like DIY things that I had never considered, like making my own dishwashing detergent or something.
Well, that actually started because of the podcast.
Yeah, but you wanted to do it. You had research. Okay, yeah.
That's true.
Well, and it's such a great impetus to do these things.
Yeah. And see, it's so funny because I think of you as somebody who like uses, like doesn't really use paper towels.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just feel like
we had kind of, I think we had kind of, well, okay. No, we both had this desire to be better citizens from a carbon footprint perspective, right? Yeah. Like what matters, what doesn't? Like, should I get an electric car? Should I, is that the moral imperative I need to have right now? Is it, only shopping at thrift stores? Is it, not buying Walmart brand stuff, for some, something like what is the moral imperative there because we both agreed that like corporations are the problem, not us personally, but what can we do that actually makes an impact that, does make us feel better, but isn't just about making us feel better. So that we aren't deluding ourselves, and we both been trying, like I put a bucket under the shower when I warm it up to water my plants with things like, okay, it costs me less in water. Is it, not necessarily making an enormous impact, but it feels good, and I can justify that. And it feels like something I do to save water. Okay. In a drought-ridden state. Okay. This is great. But yeah, like is my organic cotton leggings, are they going to make a difference? Right. Like what matters? And so I think we were both like really interested in doing that research.
Yeah.
So,
and that's true. I guess I had been really interested in, because the first one was about cleaning stuff. Our first season was about cleaning products. So I was really interested in like DIY cleaners, that kind of thing. And like, does it work? And I kind of knew I was never going to get around to it unless we had the podcast.
Yes. You had to have an excuse to do it.
Yeah. Because it's kind of scary to change your habits and
to quit buying a product that maybe your mother bought too,
Right.
And is this, am I going to make like mustard gas by accident by mixing these ingredients, things like that.
Yeah.
Just because it's natural doesn't mean it's safe, or affordable or, all of those questions. And so, doing that kind of research was like a really good excuse to really start doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. And for me, I think, I really kind of opened my eyes with the whole GMO thing, because I remember just being so annoyed because I did all this research about GMOs, and even Grist, which is like super far left, super environmentally like eco warrior kind of spirit over there at Grist.
Yeah.
And I think in some ways they don't see the humanity in it, and they're kind of like too far sometimes, but even they were like, they did this massive study on GMOs, and their conclusion was,
Yeah.
it's kind of like,
It's not.
that's not really what we should focus on.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not the big. Yeah. It's kind of a look over here so you can't see all the things we're doing over here kind of thing.
Yeah. But then I would see, I remember this truck, or it was actually like a van that was decorated in this, either like a big giant ear of corn or something, but it was like an anti-GMO activist that would drive around DC.
Yes.
Have music blasting, and they would be like, that was his life.
Yeah.
Was being anti-GMO.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that, because, you know, I don't know. It was just like, that was so interesting to me, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It changed, like, to
was
change
so
your
crazy.
perspective on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so I kind of had this separated into kind of, you know, why we started, and then I was going to talk about our listeners. So maybe I'll do that, and then we can come back to what we've learned more. I mean, we just started on it, but I pulled some stats and things. So again, we started in March 2023. Our most popular videos are, okay, episode 11 was DIY dishwasher detergent.
Yeah.
That is our most watched video. Most listened to, most downloaded. On YouTube, it's 578 all-time views, which is like, I know, like everybody's like, less than 1,000 is nothing.
No,
but
that's like legit.
It's a lot for us.
We get like that they had that many.
I think 95 is the closest.
Oh, yeah, no, 578's good for us, for sure.
Yeah, on YouTube. We don't really market to YouTube, and we're not. It's there because I listen to podcasts on YouTube, so you know, that's where we put it. But after that, it was homemade laundry detergent, which is also in season 1.
Oh, cool.
And then our April Fool's Day joke about cat poo dog treats.
I love that.
That was a popular one. It was only like a minute and a half long. Happy. So yeah. So those are on YouTube. But on Buzzsprout, which is what we use to upload all of our podcasts to the various providers out there, homemade laundry detergent, also high downloads. And then our Thread Up episode where we talk about, we called it FFF, Fast Fashion. And I was talking about Thread Up and how terrible they were.
Yeah. That was one of the bigger ones?
Yeah, and then
that's so
our
interesting.
DIY dishwasher detergent also was pretty high up there. So you guys love your detergents and your cat poop dog treats. But
I wonder, so that's interesting, because at first when you said that it was like the laundry detergent, I was like, oh, maybe people like hearing about positive things that they can do every day and that like work, and that, it's like worth trying because we've tried it. But then the DIY dishwasher detergent is the exact opposite.
Yes, so. it was the fail, right? So, and I don't know why I don't know why it's been like the algorithm has pushed it or something on YouTube and it's gotten so many views, or if it's just like,
or just people are kind of interested in it on their own, and they're like, oh, why doesn't this work? Like, I mean, because
that's
cool.
One of the things we never do is we're not really like, we record these episodes weeks out, so we're not doing like topical news conversations. We're not talking about like what's going on in the news or politics today. We do talk about overarching themes of those, or like on an annual basis kind of thing, but not like this week, because this week in news would be terrifying.
I don't know how people stay sane.
I don't know how we're both upright, just even.
It's crazy.
So we're never going to get views from mentioning hot topics in the news. We're just not.
No.
And I like that about us too. I think.
It's kind of like more evergreen.
Yeah.
Like, we're not chasing the trend.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And that we're kind of a respite, because you can you can overdo it. You can go down the rabbit hole and just be, I think, you know, there's such a thin line today between being informed and being overrun. So everyone has to find that for themselves. And I know that this helps us also find something else to think about,
Yeah.
and comment
on. Totally.
And hopefully.
And I'm realizing we recorded our next episode before this one.
Yeah.
So I feel like I have to say it.
Yeah.
We had a whole conversation in that one, but we also will be touching on grief. I think grief is going to be coming up a lot.
Yes.
And because I'm not going to avoid it, but my mom passed away on Christmas Day, which is insane.
Yeah.
And I still I've not come to terms with it yet, but so it feels kind of weird that I'm hoping my family isn't listening to this oh, she's perfecly fine.
Yeah, she's
but
fine.
We actually already recorded this other episode and already had a lot of tears before we recorded it, having conversations. Yeah. But actually one of my other favorite podcasts, they talk a lot about grief, and they aren't talking about grief, but it's just sort of an underlying theme.
It comes up. Yeah.
Just what happened in their lives.
It affects you.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. And so, anyway, I'm sure that will be a continuing theme because both of us now have lost our mothers.
Yeah. I'm a year and 2 months ahead of you in losing my mom.
Right.
Yeah. And yeah. It's the shittiest club to join.
That's what I said. I was like, it feels like a club, and I don't want to be a part of this club.
Yeah. I don't like it.
Because it's sort of you kind of pick out other people that you know, and you're kind of oh yeah, one of my good friends' husbands lost his mom too. I don't know. It's sort of weird. You pick out other people, and you're
it's like
I'm
you're
not
kind
alone or something.
Yeah, but you're not. You're kind of blind to it until it happens to you.
Yes, totally.
It's and the difference between losing your mom versus your dad. I mean, losing any parent, losing both parents, very different. And it's just it's like puberty. You can't understand it till you go through it. People can warn you all they want and tell you what it's like. And it's going to be different for everyone. There's some underlying themes that are the same, but it's going to be a different experience for you.
Right.
And it's going to hit you in a different way. And you can finally understand what those other kids are talking about,
Yeah.
But until you go through it, it's just,
Yeah, it's sort of a frustrating part about being human is that you can't really understand. And you never really understand.
Yes.
Because it's always different, like you said. But
yeah,
you don't really get it.
Something very different. Yeah. About getting your first pubic hair.
Yeah, totally.
Just I'm comparing losing a parent too. You're welcome, everyone. Yeah. Your first period is until you get it. You can imagine it all you want. You can be as prepared as you want to, but you're a different person after it happens.
Yep.
And
yeah, I remember feeling very different after I had my first period. I was walking around with a different posture, awkward, and how do I be?
I am a woman, I guess. Yeah. Well,
I am 11.
Yes.
I am woman. Crazy.
Not woman. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I was 11 also. It's no.
Yeah, it's weird.
But speaking of periods, no. I'm just
But yeah, I didn't want to not mention it because I mentioned it next episode, but I'm doing okay, but I'm not. I feel like I'm trying not to put on a brave face because I really don't want to.
Yeah.
But there is also still joy.
Yeah.
Joy still happens, It's okay to laugh. I'm reminded of this Daniel Tiger book that I read to my daughter about losing a pet. And Daniel Tiger asks his dad, is it okay to still laugh even when I'm sad about Bluefish? Because he lost his fish. And his dad said, of course. Or maybe it was his mom. Anyway, they said, of course it's okay. He said, can I still play with my sister and have fun? Oh. Yes, of course it's okay. So that's where I'm at. But
yeah.
Anyway, it's hard not to feel like you're going to be judged for how you grieve too.
Oh, 100%. And I always think about those true crime shows where they're like, well, we know the husband did it because look at his face when they tell him.
Oh my God.
And everybody grieves differently. And
yes, I've been thinking about that. I was I feel so bad for people who get instantly judged based on the reaction because you don't know what you're going to react like.
You broke down in tears too hard. You didn't cry hard enough. You didn't.
Oh my God.
Everyone will have a different opinion. Or you told a joke or you sang a song or you went, skinny dipping with your friends or something.
Yes.
That's not how a grieving person acts, you know?
Right. Actually, this book I'm reading talks about that and how she laughed at her husband's. She was laughing with the priest or whoever was running, the funeral director maybe, and as people were walking in and they looked horrified.
Yeah.
That she was laughing. And she was like, dude, just give me a break. I don't know.
Am I supposed to like rip my clothes and tear my hair out and cover myself in ashes all the time?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you want to do that, but like...
Yes. But then even that would be considered, oh, that's too much.
Over the top.
Yeah.
Calm it down. Get over it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
No, I really do feel bad. They're acting suspicious. It's like...
Suspicious. Yeah. No,
okay.
it's just grief is weird. It is so weird. Yeah.
Sometimes, but not always. That's for sure. Anyway, that was my aside.
I love it. Well, that's back to our listeners.
Yes.
I have more stats. So.
Oh, please.
So most of our listeners are Apple users. So we have more than half are on iPhones, and most people download Apple Podcasts. 36% of our listeners download us to Apple Podcasts, and then Spotify, which is like 20%. So, and then random other apps, random ones. So
I used to have some of the random ones, and they were just such garbage that I had to get rid of them.
Android or Google got rid of their podcast listening thing, and they just use YouTube now. So when I download on YouTube, that doesn't show up on our stats. I think.
Yeah, you're right.
So it might show up as an Android user, but anyway, 72% of you listen from mobile devices, or at least download from a mobile device, which tracks. That's how I listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
Now, 73% of our listeners are from North America.
Okay.
Followed by 19% from Europe.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We have like,
and I don't know. We need to do the metric conversion.
Yeah, we should. But I don't know if 1 in 5 people are really in Europe or if you're all using VPNs and hiding their location.
That could be.
But I don't think so because it was pretty spread out.
Yeah.
Like, well, anyway, I'll get into these numbers. 68% are from the U.S. And then we've got 11% in Great Britain, 4% from Canada, and 3% from Germany. So that's why I was like, okay, are some people using VPNs? Or I know that there are some people that I have friends I have in Germany at Air Force bases and things.
Yeah, and we actually have podcast friends in England.
We do. So and they talk about us, so it's possible. Yeah.
Cool.
Our biggest cities are, surprise, 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 Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yes.
And then Austin, Texas.
Yeah, not surprised.
And then North Bergen, New Jersey, which is interesting.
Okay.
I have some friends.
Like, do you know? Okay.
Yes. And then Frankfurt am Main, Hesse in Germany. So that's our 4th largest listening or downloading base is in Germany. So, and then we got Dallas, Las Vegas, Clarksville, which I think is your friends.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Edmonton, Alberta is the next on the list.
Okay.
I don't know if I know anyone in Edmonton. So I was like, huh. And then Portland, Oregon. And then Taylor, Texas, which I think are my former coworkers. So I was like, I probably know who 90% of these people are who are down. I'm like, I know who lives in Dallas. I know who lives in,
I feel like your side of, maybe you're just better at telling people.
I don't know.
But your side of people are just like better than my side.
I don't know if it's that, because this doesn't say like how many of the same listeners from Albuquerque. I don't know how many of them are retaining. True. Like, I don't know if this is just my sister downloaded all the episodes and my dad has downloaded a few and then, like...
Yeah.
Or if it's like when I downloaded episodes when I was in Albuquerque,
Right, yeah.
Because I've been there a lot. So it doesn't tell me, like, it's, like, for instance, we had a couple hundred downloads this weekend. Oh, also, people love to download on Sundays. That's when we get the most downloads. I think people are like prepping for the week. But it might be, you'll notice that it'll be like the new episode got 30 downloads, last week's episode got 15, and then the last 15 episodes each got 1 download each. And I'm like, somebody was downloading for their commute. Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah.
It's the thing with downloading is like, I don't know how many of you actually listen to it, or like people who didn't download it listen to it, so it's kind of hard.
I usually only download the ones that I actually listen to. I will say, I don't know if anybody else is running into this. Let me know if you are and if there's a solution. My stupid Apple Podcast app doesn't automatically download, even though I set it to automatically download. So I used to have not unlimited data, and I switched partially because of this. And so I would just be listening to podcasts, streaming them, and I didn't realize, so I'd be using up all my data. And even though I have it set to automatically download, it still spins. It just spins and spins. Do you have an iPhone?
I used to. I did have that problem for a while. I can't remember what the fix was.
Oh my God. I've even looked it up and I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, their help is not helpful.
No.
I have found.
It's like one person from 2021.
Yeah.
Like, this happened to me, but.
Yeah, maybe look it up on Reddit, but yeah.
Yeah. If anyone has advice, please send it my way because it's so annoying. I like to download them. Even I will listen to them, and even if I like one of them, I only listen to in bed, so I don't have to download it. Yeah, but I just like to because I know it supports them.
I always do it. Yeah, I always do it before I'm getting on a plane. I'll download a ton, but I don't automatically download because I don't have enough room on my phone to download stuff.
Okay.
So. I have to have so many photos kept on my phone. So I'm like,
gotcha. Yeah.
But yeah, we do have some stalwart listeners apparently in Hong Kong, South Africa, and Australia as well.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah. But I don't know how long ago that was. That's from all time. So we do have, again, I don't know if that's a VPN, but thank you for listening to us in other time zones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. I did want to give a shout out to our Patreon subscribers from all time. We have Julia, my sister, Karen, Jen, Aaron, he knows who he is, Kristen, Julia or Jules from the UK, Emily, Don, and Tim. And I do know, I think, all of these people. So,
see, I told you. Your side is so awesome.
I think it's because I do post it on my Instagram stories and stuff. And then, but it's still funny to me how many people that I'm like, I'm passive about it because I don't want to be like, hey, have you listened to my podcast? Because I'm like, no, maybe you won't like it or maybe it's not interesting to you. You know, it's like.
I know. I should put it on LinkedIn. I'm actually deleting my personal Instagram because I can't handle it.
I hate it. I was thinking about that too.
Yeah.
But it is how
you have some followers though. Like
I do.
Like 200
I do have, and that's how a lot of my friends who listen to our podcast have found us.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm not good about like handing out the stickers and be like, hey, check out my podcast. You know, I'm like, I don't know if you'll like it.
I know.
I'm the same way about my books. I'm like, I don't know. Yes. I don't know if they're any good.
It's so nerve-wracking.
They're okay.
Which is insane because we're marketers.
I know.
Why is
I'll market other people's stuff all day.
I know.
But my stuff, I'm like, I don't know if it's any. It's also because I've been like laid off 3 times. I have no self-confidence, you know.
Right.
Just, it's been pummeled. And not just from being laid off. It was like everything that's happened in my life in the past few years. I've been like, well, am I just a bad person or something?
Oh,
you know,
no.
which, or like, am I a talentless ogre? I don't know. You know, and you could like objectively, no, you know, I'm not like a superstar maybe, but I'm not like a talentless ogre, but it's just this thing that your brain is like, nope, you are worth less than sweatpants. Go put on your dirty sweatpants, get back in bed. So, it's really hard to like sell your podcast when you feel that way, even though I'm like proud as hell of this. I think we've made it to 100 episodes.
Yes.
And we've done it through the deaths of both of our mothers and I mean all kinds of other things,
dog
you know.
Deaths.
Yeah, dog deaths, the death of my ex-husband.
Yes.
You know, a hysterectomy. Various illnesses. All kinds of upheavals, you know.
Yeah.
Your children growing up, your child growing up.
Yeah. My cousin died.
Your cousin
My grandpa died.
Yep.
My grandma died. Everybody died.
Yeah, everybody died.
Everybody's dying.
Yeah. I was just like
horrible.
Relentless.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we're still here though.
Yeah.
And the reason I come back, because we had like, to be totally transparent, we've had conversations where we're like,
are we doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, is this worth it? Because it is a lot of work.
And we do put a lot of effort in. I wouldn't, like, again, I am not maximizing us for any algorithm. We don't post every day on Instagram. And we, like, when it doesn't post it on YouTube, it takes me a day or two to catch up and be like, shoot, what happened? You know, I'm not maximizing it. I'm not, you know, SEO tweaking it all the time.
Yeah.
Tiffany's very good at that. I'm like,
I try.
I
don't do it very often, but
with the cobbler's children get no shoes. We do it for our work, but not for our play.
So
but it's a labor of love, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's also kind of nice to be in the shadows.
Yes.
Not be like
to not be viral.
spotlight.
Or to not have, like, we've had one detractor who, like,
right.
hated us because he was a grumpy old man. Yes. And, like, that's it. I haven't had, like, red pill bros coming up and be like, well, you're an idiot feminist or something. You know, like.
I know.
Even the vegans were nice to us, you know? Like, not saying that vegans are mean, but there are some hardcore vegans out there that can, like, really, really hate you. And I think they were very roundabout and open-minded with us. Because, you know, we're not famous and we're not, you know, I don't know. There's no axe to grind with us. We're like, cool.
I know. Yeah. But yeah, so we've had those conversations, but I just personally I just have fun.
Yeah. It's hard.
I
and
just like chatting with you. Like when I didn't
yeah.
chat with you for like a month, I'm like, where's
I know.
Kat?
It's our, like, we worked remotely together. We've met each other in person 3 times, maybe.
Yeah.
And so this is our friendship. And this is where it develops. And
yeah, Joey was just saying, he's like, I find it so weird that I haven't met one of your best friends.
I know.
It's like, I've literally never met her.
Sean's like, she's the only one not named Jen, so. Oh, no, Maria's not named Jen either, but I have a lot of Jen friends, so.
Yeah, that era, for sure.
Yeah. I have here that we should take a break.
Yes,
so
we should.
Cue up that break music and I will pour some more champagne.
All right, perfect. All right, sweet.
Ooh, I'm good at pouring champagne.
Boy. It was so funny. You leaned over and your camera was like, hello, ma'am. Hello. That's going to take some getting used to.
I kind of like to outrun it. I was thinking about I could put it, if the cord was longer, I could put it like on another, but again, we talked about that. I don't want to show my whole whole office.
Show the whole place.
No.
The whole space. That's why I switched my desk around, because it was just such chaos behind me that I was like, I don't want to have to clean up every time I record, so just be in a corner.
It's basically I have this one, I'm like, just don't look over here and don't look over here. You'll be fine. But yeah, so this is kind of, now that we've both had a little bit to drink. So what are some important things we've learned about producing a podcast, the nuts and bolts, and how have we evolved? And we went through this a little bit, like controlling the volume on my microphone. That has been something we've learned. But we've also changed, like you were saying, we started in Audacity, which we didn't record video at first, which is why our first few seasons on YouTube are just thumbnails, basically.
Yeah.
And we started recording video and using Riverside, which is what we record now with. And we edit in that now too. But we use Clidio for a minute, which is a great little free tool.
You only did that. I never even touched it.
I know. I wrote like a how-to guide and I was like, she's never doing this. Because it was like, it was a lot of me being like, what? But it's easy. I mean, Riverside is easy to use too. Like, it was very easy to insert graphics and all these things. And I feel like such a like Luddite about like, I made a video, you know. Canva will make videos for you too, but I don't.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They're kind of weird. I don't like all the AI in there.
Oh yeah, I know. They're starting that.
Yeah, I hate it.
It's like every company is like, AI. I've seen so many funny, hilarious Instagram reels of AI, like nano banana. Like there was one guy who was like, nano banana, use nano banana.
Yeah.
And nobody wants it. Like,
no.
Go the fuck away.
Go ahead.
We could talk 100 years about AI.
We should probably do. Oh, we did. We did do a Patreon about AI, didn't we?
Did we?
I think we did.
Oh, you're right. I still have more to say.
I know. I saw a really good explainer video on Instagram the other day about like, why is AI in everything, even when we didn't? Like, why is AI summarizing your 2-line emails for you, right? Without you
also, the
opting
other
in.
day, it summarized me as no name. When I have my name, like,
it's there.
Yeah,
you got it wrong.
Yeah.
You got it wrong.
Oh, I think I was an unnamed person. I'm like,
oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm not anonymous here, but okay. Well, this guy said, you know, back when they made electricity, like started all these power plants and stuff, people only used the electricity at night to power their lights. And so these power plants sat idle. And they're like, well, we have to justify this and also make money out. We can't charge people for electricity they're not using. So they started selling appliances. And that's when you get toasters and refrigerators and fans. And I mean, all of these things are useful, but you don't really need a toaster if you have an oven,
Right.
But they started creating a need for electricity. And they're doing the same thing with AI, is that these data centers take up all the space and all this energy, and they've got to justify them somehow. And people aren't using them as much as all of the CEOs claim for the investments. So it's got to be inserted into these places where we don't really need it. I don't really need, maybe a CEO gets something out of having emails summarized. I do not. I can take the 3 minutes to read my 5 emails a day, So it was a fascinating way of looking at it. So
yeah, that is really interesting.
It doesn't explain all of it.
Because it's like, it's like so many companies went after AI mindlessly. They're like, oh, this is the new thing, therefore we need an AI chatbot.
I have to justify the investment. Yep.
Yes, totally. And they're doing some shady shit these days.
They really are.
OpenAI and probably the others.
Yeah.
Just like really fighting back against grassroots players and like showing up there. I saw this thing on Perfect Union More Perfect Union. They showed up at this guy's house and subpoenaed him for his... Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's like OpenAI is subpoenaing this guy who has this like nonprofit.
Fighting AI.
Yeah.
I even saw, who was it? One of the top players in our current administration. I forget if it was NSA, Fed, maybe it was DHS. Fed top secret documents into an open, non-paid version, so open version of like ChatGPT, which is, is that as bad as the Signal chat where you're declaring war and you include unknown entities? I don't know, because more people have access to ChatGPT than do Signal chats. So you are feeding into an open source large language model that is not data protected and is learning off of the items you're feeding into it, and you're feeding it classified. Anyway, I was just kind of like,
whoa, that doesn't shock me.
But her emails, old people using technology. It's dangerous. Like the amount of info we feed these machines. Yeah, that is now, your data is just out there.
Yeah,
it's if somebody wants it.
So messed up. Yeah. A lot of we can switch back to our regular topic, but like a lot of counties and cities are pushing back and like putting in pushing for legislation where they are not allowing data centers in there or like other types of protections. Yeah. So
and states want to create laws about like cybersecurity laws about it.
Yeah. And regulations.
Yes. Which the Trump administration was trying to stop, but who knows where that is right now with all the news going on.
Insane. We're talking about the worst timing to have Trump.
I know.
Be president.
Yeah.
In so many ways.
Yeah. But I mean, I can't think of a good time, but I mean, we've had, it's just, and you don't know if these crises are worse because our leadership is so febrile. And I'm not saying that Joe Biden was like this strong man, but at least he had just common intelligence around him, or just normalcy. Not fly by the seat of my pants, proud of being ignorant.
Yeah. I don't think he would have regulated AI either.
No. Our government has been very, very slow to do that. They're very slow to protect us as citizens. Yeah. So I agree with you. But like, would things be as bad as they are if we had good leadership, or does the bad leadership just make it worse? I don't, or would we just not even be aware of it because situation normal, we don't have to care about it. Like people don't realize how many people Obama deported, like his Department of Homeland Security and, ICE and Customs and Border Patrol.
To be fair.
The tactics were different.
Level. Yeah.
Yes. But
you're right. Yeah.
or how many places he bombed,
Yeah.
Because we didn't care. Because we're like, oh, he's a good president,
You're totally right. Yeah.
So it is something, though. I am just tired of thinking about the president every day.
Big sigh of relief. Like, all right, we're good now.
Yeah.
Nope, not really.
No, we're not.
That's not really.
I mean, situation normal. The American situation is normal. We are colonialist, imperialist.
Yeah.
Racist. Sorry to everyone who doesn't believe that. If you look at our history, that has been, and we have not done much to change that. We have made leaps and bounds in certain ways, but we are still at our core these things, and it is only surprising if you aren't paying attention.
Yes.
More champagne. Okay.
I know. I was like, I need more wine.
Yeah. Do you need to go get some more?
Do I need more wine?
We've got 2 pages left of notes to talk
sure.
through.
Okay, we can pause.
Okay. She's back. Welcome back.
All right. My chair's so squeaky. Okay. So, all right. Where were we?
So my next question is, what were some surprising things that you learned or that you've uncovered through this podcast that you were surprised by?
So many, but I think the biggest one is so obvious to me because I'm almost like, I'm not going to say embarrassed because it was like a learning curve for me where I started kind of feeling like, what does all of this matter? Because we were looking at products and I was like, does any of this freaking matter? Like, nothing feels like it matters. And then I had sort of a come to Jesus moment, if you will, where when you said the quote about, you cited a statistic that like 90% of humanity will never fly on an airplane.
Yes.
And I've said this before, but like, I realized it is so privileged of me to be like, nothing matters.
Right.
It's so ridiculous. And that kind of really clarified things for me and made me realize like, oh, okay, of course it matters, especially where I'm coming from.
Right. That you are the one, like we are always talking about corporations making changes, but as privileged American citizens, we are also the ones who can make changes. Obviously corporations could do the big things, but we're the ones who use electricity. We're the ones who over air condition or overheat our homes. We're the ones who waste food. There are these things.
A new piece of clothing every 5 days.
Yes.
So we're creating that demand.
Yeah.
Even though it is inflated, obviously, but there's a reason companies are
responding to that.
Yeah.
So we do have some power. Yeah, I agree. And it does matter.
Yeah. For me, that was my biggest aha moment because I remember we had this episode about tree planting.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I don't even know if it was about tree planting, but we talked about like planting trees and how I was like, if one more people tells me that I should plant a tree, I'm gonna lose my mind because I was already planting so many trees. And I was like, I can't plant any more trees.
Yeah.
I don't have the funds for that.
Yeah.
And I was like, that wasn't what I meant, but I was in that very much like, does any of this matter? Like, do trees matter? Which is like so stupid. Like, obviously they matter.
Right.
But yeah, I had a period of where I was like, wow, what are we doing? Like, is this point?
Yeah.
Is there a point to any of this? Which I think was really important, actually. It was an important learning lesson.
I it's kind of like the Dunning-Kruger thing where, the idea is that the more novice you are at something, the more you think you know about it, because you can't judge your own capacity. So the less you know, and the more you know, the more learned you get about it, the more you are like, oh, there's so much more that I don't know. which is kind of where imposter syndrome kind of comes in, right? But I feel that way too about like, there's a point, and I'm not saying we're masters. We haven't hit 10,000 hours, right? But where you get just a little bit past novice and you are like overwhelmed by how much is out there and how unpracticed you are and how unskilled you are. And again, how little it feels like it matters. But then, yeah, you do get some perspective about, okay, well, this does matter. Like, that isn't the full story. Just because I don't know that much. Yes. Doesn't mean that this doesn't matter.
Yeah, or that you need to throw it all out.
Right. Just quit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I agree.
That's a really good analogy because it's so common for people to start something, myself included, and be like, this is awesome. And
I'm so like, good at this. Yeah.
Whoa. Quickly realize how bad you are.
I'm not actually that great. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you won't realize it for 5 years. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm, I look at her, one of my friends, just like I said about my microphone, he texted me. He's like, episode something, something. The sound is really off. I'm like, yeah, I know. I don't have that native recording anymore, so I can't fix it. But we know. We are aware. Sorry. You gotta...
Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if we should go back and fix them because I feel like actually I have them saved somewhere. Probably.
I think I have some of them. The ones that I edited on Clidio for YouTube, I don't have.
Yeah, because I will say there were some that we were just like, oh my god, like last
just
minute,
get it up. Yes.
11th hour editing.
Post it.
Yes, yeah. And then we were just like done. Wash our hands clean and move on. But there are some that I know the sound was pretty bad.
Yeah, especially on my part. Yeah, but I think we could maybe.
I don't know.
One of these days when we're rich.
Or re-record.
Yeah, we could. Well,
do you know what topic it was?
Oh, he told me. I'll find it.
Yeah.
But or hire like a
do like
producer,
an update or whatever, new version. So hire a producer would be awesome.
It would be great. God. We'd love to hire a producer and a social media person, but
for free. No, I was kidding.
Yeah, I know, right? We make $100 a year on Patreon, so.
How much is your hourly rate? Hopefully 4 cents.
2 cents and. Yeah, no, it would be exploitative and terrible, so we won't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
But someday.
Yeah.
I asked people, like some of our regular listeners, like what they were surprised by, and a lot of them said, I think a thing that you and I were both very eye-opened by was about plastic recycling.
Oh, yeah.
Basically being a hoax. Yes. That was a big one, I think, for all of us. So thank you for doing the research on that. But
oh, you're welcome. That was like was that a 3-part or 2-parter?
A 2-parter. Yeah.
That was intense.
Big doozy. And just kind of, sorry, I'm burping from champagne, but like reiterated to me also how much oil companies who make this plastic aren't just trying to get us to drive cars. They're trying to, again, kind of like AI, put plastic in everything. Nobody asks for plastic wrap on everything. I mean, it has been a lifesaver when it comes to food saving, probably. Yeah. And it's safer than glass in a lot of ways. It's cheaper to transport than glass. But at what cost?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like before plastic wrap for food was butcher paper.
Yeah.
There are alternatives. We think that there aren't, but
like, and again, and we talked about like with Red 40, like who cares about the dye in the chips? The chips are not good for you no matter what color they are. So why do we need things that need to be kept fresh in these like buy your veggies and eat them in 5 days, not keep them in the fridge for 30 years in this, and there are some instances where yes, plastic makes great sense in a lot of, but not in every case. Your Brussels sprouts do not need to come wrapped in a saran wrapped,
Yes.
So yeah.
Wait, you said that's what listeners said was the plastic episode?
Yeah.
Plastic
a lot of
that's
listeners
awesome.
were like,
I'm glad.
That really educated me. Because we have been told that every plastic's all recyclable, right? No, it's not. And we don't get it because of consumer demand for plastic as much as we get it because the oil companies needed to sell something other than gasoline. Mm-hmm. Terrifying. So.
And it's probably it will get worse.
Yes. Especially unless we say stop using plastic.
Yeah. Which I think there is a majorly growing movement.
Oh, I think
even
so
more than when we recorded that.
especially with microplastics.
Yeah, totally. Because even back then, I was sort of like, I think I said, oh, I need to do a different episode on microplastics because that's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But even back then, we didn't have the evidence that we had now.
Well, and that's
and
even
the
changed.
evidence now is changing.
Yeah.
So it's like, we don't know. We don't freaking know.
I think
it's not probably good, but.
Yeah. I think the environmental movement, if there is such a cohesive unit, right? That's like, oh, leftists. Yeah, there's one leftist movement. Sure. Just like there's one conservative movement. Right. They found a really good scare tactic in microplastics, I think. And,
milk it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Sure, if it'll make people aware of it, and because it is scary.
It's also probably true. Like that's what we learned is like the studies aren't necessarily there and we haven't studied it enough, but it's probably a lot of it is.
Well, and even if
true.
it's less, they're like, it's probably not as much microplastics as they're reporting. But if there's any, we don't know what that means. That should be scary enough.
Yeah, and in Europe, a lot of times, for our European listeners, they will do sort of take precautions.
Yes, that we
which
don't
is
take.
nice.
Yeah,
that we are like
10% of the population is allowed to die before we'll take precautions here, or before we'll outlaw it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, something Juliet, my twin sister, said was that she was surprised about how unsustainable natural fiber production is.
Oh, yeah.
Which is something, I was surprised too. Like organic for anything doesn't mean sustainable.
Yeah.
Right? And how I knew that organic was kind of a flimsy term, but looking into it and how, again, that is like a environmental movement or left propaganda, term that they have like used to scare parents into being good little Whole Foods shoppers and
little soldiers.
Yep. And that you get foaming at the mouth about it, and it's actually more nuanced and more markety than you think it is. So
yeah. Is that what you've learned?
Sort of. Oh, also, I'm less afraid of landfills. So
yes, because actually, your landfill episode was so good.
Yeah, I was like, they're
you,
not.
Right?
I thought it was you.
I
blame you for all the good episodes. That they're just kind of storage for, and that the way that we typically do landfills in the West here is actually a lot is better, than just dumping it in a ditch or burning it, and that I don't feel as bad throwing the plastic that is saturated in oil in the trash as I used to. Mm-hmm. Like now I'm like, if I throw that in the recycling, it's going to mess up the whole recycling bin.
Right.
If I can throw this little piece of saran wrap in the trash and it won't mess up the rest of the recycling, great,
Yes.
So,
yeah.
A best friend Jen said she really loved finding out how recyclable aluminum was.
Yeah, so. I know. I still think about all of these discoveries.
Yeah.
As
every time I throw a can
day.
In the recycling, and I'm like, yes,
I'm like, this is good.
Yes.
I did something good.
This is good for us. Yes.
Yeah. And it does feel really good to feel like solidly. Like,
yes.
Okay.
This was a good choice.
Yeah. This is worth my time.
Yeah.
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 It's also a little disheartening on the other hand.
Wow.
You're like, why waste my time? But
yeah. Well,
better to know, I guess.
Shopping is not shopping is what is going to save the world.
Right. We ain't going to shop our way out of it.
And being mindful shoppers is what. I also thought something that and I have had difficulty in this when we do our things, is that it is difficult for me to separate sustainability from non-toxic or human interaction, So again, when we talk about why plastic is bad, it's not just because it clogs up waterways, it's because it's bad for human beings,
Yeah, and animals,
And animals, how it affects health.
Yeah,
And it's that those are really hard things to kind of separate. Anyway, okay, so that's kind of my...
And a lot of people would say they aren't separate, but...
Right.
I also struggle with that, too.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, we're talking about green living, and I'm like, Windex will kill you!
Yes. Yeah. It's so hard. Because it is intertwined, because then it gets in the water, it gets in the but I don't know. Yeah, we are also, I don't like the idea of like centering humans.
Right.
Even though we are part of nature. I don't know.
Yes.
It's so complicated.
Well, it's also like, okay, but we are humans.
Mm-hmm.
So can you genuinely center?
No, you can't.
There's got to be like an honest balance of like understanding that your perspective is going to be inherently human.
Yeah.
While considering the possibility of perspectives from non-humans, you know?
Right. Yeah, we're never going to be a bird.
Right. Or understand
however much I want to be a bird.
Yes, or a tree. Right.
Yeah.
And that our responsibility to them is in our interaction with them, in a sense.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Yeah, I love that.
So, okay. I was going to move on to the next topic. We're coming up to an hour here, but what are your favorite products or hacks that you still use that you learned about on this show?
Yeah, I still use homemade dishwasher detergent. Not dishwater. Oh my God.
Yes, laundry detergent.
I was gonna mess that up.
Not the
dishwasher.
Yes.
Laundry detergent.
Me too.
Because it's so damn easy.
Yep.
And it's like, why not? I don't know. It's just so easy.
Yeah.
And I will say the only problem I'm running into is sometimes our clothes smell a little bit musty. And I've tried everything to get rid of it natural. I've used vinegar, I've used baking soda, all of it, and it doesn't work. Yeah. What I want to try next is the sun.
Yes.
Because I do think that will work. We just don't have a clothesline right now.
And it's -5 degrees.
That also. Yeah, winter, that does not help me in the winter. But I want a clothesline. I should just do like a rudimentary clothesline because I keep thinking, I need like a built-in clothesline, all this stuff. But like just throw some wire up or something.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah. That's the only issue I've run into with that. What else do I still do?
I still got my dryer balls.
Oh yeah, me too. I think I probably still have the same ones actually.
Yeah, me too.
Back then.
I wonder. Did we decide how often you're supposed to replace those? Because I feel like it's been 6 years for me, probably.
I don't think it was a supposed to until they fall apart. I don't think there's anything wrong with keeping them for as long as you can.
Mine have not fallen apart. They have disappeared. I'm missing two, and I don't know where they are.
I know.
I'm sure the dogs buried them somewhere. Or something.
Yes.
Ate find them
in your garden.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I still do that. I've stopped ever since Charlie got to be older where I wasn't wiping her face every 4 seconds. I stopped using reusable paper towels, which I don't like. I want to go back to it, but it's just sort of this like habit that I've fallen out of.
Yeah.
I actually think this is Oh, really?
Sean
Sean
is obsessed with he has this paper. The thing is, the compromise that we have is they go in the compost.
Okay.
Unless I used like bleach or something that shouldn't be composted on them. But if I'm wiping up food on the counter, compost. So, but I've fallen off. I have some that I use, but Sean just won't use them. So.
Okay, that doesn't help. Yeah, Joe actually was using them pretty well, but I stopped, and I actually do think this is an instance where purchasing new ones would solve it.
Yeah.
Which is crazy for me to say, but I do think that. And I know that I like shit on the other ones, the bamboo ones that I got, but I used those things until they were basically rock solid. Like every time I washed them, they were still hard.
Clunk, clunk. Yes. Sean's sister bought me some.
Okay.
Very thoughtfully. Ones. And I was like, oh no, I want to use ones that already. But I was like, thank you. And they're great. And I just throw them in the dishwasher.
Awesome.
They're really great. I throw them in the dishwasher. Like, I will, wipe the counters down with my Dr. Bronner's soap.
Yes.
When I clean up and throw it in the dishwasher, and it's perfectly clean and it's great. And I use it to clean my my milk wand on my.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
So it's not a rag. Like Sean would get all uppity about it. He hates how rags smell. I'm like, it's not a rag. Yeah. It's not a dish towel. It's a reusable paper. And like, I would have just used rags and grossed him out. And now I have these ones that are fine. And like,
okay, nice.
So for spills and stuff, but he, he'll just have wads of these paper towels, and I'll just throw them all in the compost. And I'm like, all right.
Oh, it hurts. Yeah. We are actually more conservative than we were before.
Yes. And he will use a paper towel until it's disgusting. I mean, not disgusting.
Okay. Then that's good.
He's like, if it's only been half used for something, he will use it for something else.
That's pretty solid then.
Yeah. But I'm still like...
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think what we discovered was you have to use it for like a really long time or whatever, but...
Yeah, like reusable straws. That was a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was another big surprise because I remember plastic silverware was like... Yes.
The big offender. Yes.
Yeah. Like, bring your own silverware everywhere because plastic spoons and stuff are like one of the worst as far as that type of reusable item. So that was shocking.
I just have a collection of plastic silverware from, like, even when you note on like DoorDash or whatever, don't give us the plastic. They still do.
Yeah, which is nice that exists these days. It didn't used to.
I've started like putting it with, there's a free fridge down the street and you can leave them there.
Oh, yeah.
Because when people are grabbing food and are unhoused or like living in a hotel and they don't have space for silverware and stuff, it's good for them to have.
You're like, I can't eat this oatmeal very comfortably without a spoon. Yeah.
With my fingers. Yeah. So,
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's really thoughtful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I was going somewhere else, but I don't remember.
That was the next question I had. Oh, Ridwell. Ridwell's the one that I'm still gung-ho about. I still love them.
Yeah, there's a bunch. Yeah, there's a bunch of random ones that I still do. I still do the DIY Dr. Bronner cleaner.
Me too. And
that's like for every room of my house.
The glass cleaner I kind of fell off on because Sean hates the smell of vinegar.
I know, for a while I was doing Joe does too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I don't
use... To be fair, I never clean my windows. So.
Yes, exactly.
That's one solution.
I just don't do it. There you go. So we do have Windex for like from time to time if you need to clean a car window or like if the mirror is just disgusting or something. But yeah, mostly I just don't. But yeah,
I stopped using reusable or deodorant, homemade deodorant.
Yeah,
that was too much.
Yeah, and I think about it and like I only buy deodorant. I use so sparingly. Because they'll be like 2 clicks. I'm like, how about half a click and that's enough? Like,
I know.
I'm not an athlete, and if I was, I would want to sweat. So I'm fine with like half a click. I shower enough that it's not like I'm like, ooh, sweaty. So I probably buy deodorant once a year.
Yeah,
if
same.
that. Yeah. So I don't feel quite so bad about it. Toothpaste was another one that I've never.
Oh yeah.
Can't. Okay, I think one of the biggest challenges is convincing your life partner or roommates to like buy into your jar collection or
I know. And Joe luckily has never like shamed me for my jars because he uses them. He actually started using them too.
Sean is actually collecting more jars than I am now.
Yeah. It's funny. It kind of like rubs off after a while. Because they realize jars are so useful.
Jars are the best. Look at this.
You can use them for anything.
Yes.
Use them for toys. Use them for collecting chocolate chips, like anything.
Drinking soup out of.
Drinking soup.
Yeah.
Yes. Totally.
But, yeah. Okay. Okay. My last 2 questions maybe go hand in hand. I was like, what keeps us going? And I think we talked about this. Like, it's just freaking fun for us. Like, we're both research nerds. I think we both learn by writing or by explaining. Like, we're kind of teacher types. And so, yeah. But also, like, the random time when, my God, my sister listened to one of our episodes about ADHD, my older sister, who just started listening to us. And she texted me, she's like, FYI, Dad told me that Grandpa put him on Ritalin when he was 15.
Whoa.
And I was like, come again? Ha-ha! Like, ha-ha! In the 1960s?
Whoa,
I was like,
crazy.
I have to check with my dad about this, and I probably shouldn't have just made it public for the whole universe, but
you could
I don't think Daddy listens to these. Hi, Daddy. Sorry, Daddy.
Yeah.
You know, like those moments or like when my friend from, where is he living now? Is he in DC? was like, yeah, that episode 7, the sound was really off. You know, like,
Yes.
or he'll send me a thing and he'll be like, you just said this thing, and I thought, you know.
Yes.
I love
I will
that.
say, yeah, I know. It's true. It's like a connection. I saw my friend Julia recently, and she was like, I feel like I've seen you because I've been listening again, and because I think she had stopped listening for a minute and then come back. And
my
she's
twin
like,
sister's like, oh, I
we've
feel
been
so
hanging out.
guilty. I haven't listened
Yeah,
to it.
people say that. And I'm like, I truly don't blame you.
I feel really guilty that I haven't been putting it out as frequently, so I'm sorry.
Yeah,
we took
I know.
Christmas
Everyone's
off, I
got
guess.
guilt, and let's just let
Yeah,
go of our
no.
guilt.
And I don't care if you don't, like, this is not everyone's cup of tea.
No, totally. Yeah, I have so many friends who are like, I know that they don't care, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, that's to be expected.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was funny because Julia's like, I feel like we've been hanging out because I've been listening to you so much. I'm like, oh, that's so funny.
My parents.
I don't feel that way. You should start a podcast.
Yeah, maybe you should start a response podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely, like, one of my really good friends came to stay with us this weekend, and I know his brother has had a podcast for like 10 years. And I have never listened to an episode of it because it was about a subject that I was just not.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably really great.
Yeah. No, and that's fair though.
I don't
literally
listen to many
listen
podcasts.
to true crime, reality TV, and us. Oh, and ghosts.
I listen to Ghosts at Ghost Time, but oh man, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Recently, to fall asleep, I have been listening to the worst AI history podcast.
Oh yes, you did mention this. Yes.
Oh God, and I'm sorry.
Whatever gets you to sleep. You know?
Exactly. I'm like, I don't care about it.
Also, who's making it? I mean, it might be like some independent creator who's like strapped for time.
No, it's like
you know what I mean?
group. It's definitely a group of bots that have been sent to do this.
Oh God. Okay.
And they use the same AI voice and the same AI. Well, you know, it's like there, but for the grace of God, go I. And I hope that, like,
I love all these religious things.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Once you put enough champagne in the Southern Baptist girl, she starts speaking in tongues. That's a thing. But I mean, it's this thing where it's like, I hope that people who listen to our podcast enjoy the human connection.
Yeah.
That's not why I listen to podcasts currently, you know? I like learning something. And I think maybe that's a goal that I'll have, is to be more mindful about the media that I ingest. Being, you know, if I care about microplastics and PFAS, why don't I care about ingesting AI slop, you know, in my brain as much as I care about what goes into my body. So
we're all guilty of it, even if we're not listening to AI.
We can't help it. It's so everywhere.
Yeah.
We consume it.
We're
on
using
Instagram.
it for work. We're using it for
You're like, I need a headshot for, and I don't have the money to pay my friend who's a really good headshot artist. I'm just gonna have.
I'm only gonna have 8 fingers, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll just chop that part off.
Chop the hands out.
Yeah, my friend keeps making like AI headshots of herself, and I'm like, those don't look like you.
Yeah.
You know? Which, like, if it's getting you, I mean, it can be fun. Yes, it's fun to play around with, but like, don't use it on LinkedIn. Don't use it on, because you're misrepresenting yourself. Like, if you put an AI picture of yourself on, and she's not doing this, but like, you know, guys used to get so mad about girls using Instagram filters. Like, AI.
Oh, yeah, that's so true.
The AI pictures of me are like, I am not 15. Okay, stop it.
I haven't tried it.
Oh, I did it once I was trying to make something for it. I wish I hadn't, because now whatever AI I was using has my image and they can just use it.
Now I know. I don't think I ever did, but it's just like me. Did you see her?
Yeah, she's like, meh, must touch.
She stretched on to me. It was so cute.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I also never did the DNA testing thing because I was just like, hell no. But then my mom did, and like all these other.
So it kind of doesn't matter. Well, yeah. Now, if you commit a crime, they can find you through your mom's information.
Probably, actually.
Well, maybe don't commit any crimes, okay?
Yeah. It doesn't matter unless you're doing something wrong,
right? They won't come after you. Lies.
But,
okay. My last question was, what are your hopes or thoughts for the future of this podcast?
Well, I feel like we're kind of coming into a groove, if that makes sense. It's like the research doesn't feel as daunting.
Mm-hmm. Like I can do it in a day.
Yeah, it's a little bit quicker. We have more backlog of knowledge.
And banter.
Yeah.
We're better at banter.
Yeah. We're just more comfortable with it. So it feels
And editing
less...
is freaking easier.
Oh my
Way
God.
easier. Because we used to be like,
Audacity?
oh, every gotta remove every like. I'm like, she said so and like 4 times. That's fine. So did I. It's cool.
Yes. Yeah. We used to be really picky about it. And it's like, that's not the kind of show we're making.
No.
So let's not try to be.
We're not perfectionists. This is not highly produced. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Ezra Glass is not on the show.
Yeah.
With his fucking focal fry. Pardon my French. Okay.
Yeah. So I do hope it continues to grow. I think that would be really exciting.
Yeah.
And also would bring its own challenges.
Right. Because when it stops being a hobby and starts being a job, that's terrifying for me.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to, though. But
it might not. Job. Yeah. It might not ever be that way.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. But I know a lot of podcasters who have like gotten pretty big and they seem like they've maintained their spirit. So it's not, I don't think it means you're going to like, yeah.
I don't think we have to get bought out by iHeartRadio. No. Someone listens to us on iHeartRadio somehow. I don't know how. I didn't think we were available there, but
I think we're on all of them actually.
Well, they should be paying us for our free content then. iHeartRadio. But yeah.
Yeah, they have their own app. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we don't monetize this, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean Patreon, but
but Patreon's I appreciate everyone who pays for it. Thank you.
Oh my God.
I don't think we've ever actually even gotten enough funds to take it out of the account. Have you?
Oh, I don't know. I barely log in.
Yeah, I just upload the stuff.
Too behind the scenes.
Yeah, way too behind the scenes. Yeah, but we've tried to do like Amazon affiliate stuff.
Right.
Which feels dirty.
That definitely. Yeah, I know. Now it's even worse. It felt dirty before, and now it's like, God, that's really gross.
Have you even looked at that? Have we ever made any?
I haven't looked. I don't think we've made.
I don't think I have the login for it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I should look, but you have to have a certain number to even get anything.
It's kind of, they just dangle a carrot in front of your face.
They do.
We're not interested in carrots.
No, I hate carrots.
Unless we grow them ourselves.
Sustainably,
organically.
Yeah. Can I end on a funny story?
Please. Yes.
Okay.
No, that was I have one last end note that I will say after you.
Oh, perfect. So today, partially this was trying to be more environmentally friendly. Partially this was desperation. So I've been interested. It snowed like crazy here. Like 7 inches and then an inch of snow or an inch of ice.
That's
so it was just
terrifying.
like insane. And we didn't have any rock salt because lack of planning.
Well, and they're out. Typical. They're out everywhere, I think.
Also that. Yeah, we wouldn't have found it. Yeah. But I've also been interested in not using rock salt. Maybe we should do an episode on this later, but I'll still tell the story. So I looked up all these DIY sort of like, what are other options? Coffee grounds is one. I didn't have nearly enough.
No. Yeah.
I would have had to been saving for a minute.
Yeah, starting the summer. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they get moldy, but yeah.
Yeah, probably. Freezer? Anyway.
Okay.
So apparently beet juice.
What?
That's a big one. I was talking to somebody about that today. And you can buy a powder.
Okay.
Considering it. Yeah. It may or may not stain your concrete.
I was going to say it's going to stain, but also why?
There's something in it, I don't know what, that melts.
Sugar?
Ice.
Does sugar have the same effect on ice as salt? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think it's some sort of nutrient. Because I know, so
magnesium
what I looked
or something.
up was fertilizer, apparently, is supposed to. I only had this organic fertilizer.
Damn it!
It's not even organic. It's like natural. It was
biosolids. Full of biosolids. We've gone through that. Poop emoji. Biosolids.
Imagine. No, it was actually like lobster shells. Ground
so there's
up.
some traction. Okay.
Well, so it has nitrogen, and apparently the nitrogen is supposed to melt the ice.
Okay.
which I tried it. I was like, I think this is probably more for the chemical fertilizers, but I'm going to give it a shot. I had this whole bag of it that was really old and needed to just get used anyway.
Just
so
put it somewhere.
I'm going to try it. So I sprinkled it all over my front driveway while my husband and daughter were out trying to build an igloo. And it was just like, Joe said, he's like, it smelled like an old abandoned SeaWorld over here.
I was gonna say,
horrible.
was it just like lobster shit smell?
He's like, this smells so bad.
When the organic lifestyle backfires. Yes.
So they went inside because they're like, this is awful. I'm leaving.
Like, yar! Welcome to the Sea Mage's Wharf, where the snow melts. And did it melt the snow?
It didn't.
No.
It didn't work at all.
It just stinks and it's got lobster shells in it. And there's like stray cats coming to your neighborhood.
The cats were really interested. I had to put it outside because I was like sat it there before I spread it, and they were like about to chew the bag up. And I was
they're like, fish.
Yeah. So he went out and had to finish like getting all the ice off of everything, and he's like, this was the worst thing I've ever done in my life. How dare you? He's like, next time try a small patch before you spread it all over.
How would I know if it worked if I don't do the whole thing? I love it. Oh my god.
I was like, it's just cabin fever. I was like, I have to get out of this house. Spread it around everywhere.
I love it. Necessary though. But
yeah, it didn't work for shit. So don't try that.
Okay, you guys, you heard it here first. Lobster shell fertilizer will not de-ice your front lawn. Okay.
We may have probably could have guessed that, but hey.
That's what this podcast is about, though. We learn as we go.
Oh man,
awesome.
Yeah. So that was my fun day.
I appreciate it.
For a laugh.
I wish you had taken pictures or smell a vision of it. But.
I know.
All right. Well, you need to get to bed. I need to get to bed.
Yes.
So, thank you so much to our families, friends, partners, and listeners for supporting us. We really appreciate it.
I know.
This has been fun.
It's so cool and it's so fun. So I'm so grateful to all of Kat's friends who support us.
I'm grateful to your friends that listen and also friend request me on Facebook because I'm like, yay.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I feel
still
like
need
some
to
of my friends
meet the ones that live here, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's life, but cool. All right. Well, thank you for putting this together. This was super fun. Yeah. I loved hearing all the sort of stats and the stuff about the listeners.
It's cool just to look at it. And even if it's just interesting to us, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, totally. It's really fun. So, cool. Oh yeah, next week we already recorded.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be talking about organic cotton leggings.
Very specific.
Yeah.
It sounds like a passkey. I hope it's somebody's password that I'm like throwing out there. Capital O. Organic.
Yeah, it's
leggings.
like Alexa is like unlocked your device. Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah. More like sort of like we're looking into cotton athletic stuff.
Yeah.
Athletic
if
clothing.
that's possible. And what,
like
again, what these clothing chains claim. Yeah. And how they get away with it. So,
yes. Cool.
Awesome. Well, we haven't asked this in a long time, but email us if you want. We're at greeningupmyact@gmail.com. So
yes, please do.
Tell us where you're listening from and if our stats are, is everybody using a VPN or Cuban? If that's you in Germany, I need to know. Okay. I think it's my friend Cuban. So we'll see.
Oh, cool. Nice.
You know who you are. You tell me if it's you listening in Germany. I want to know. But if it's somebody else, let me know too.
Yeah. That sounds good. All right.
Awesome.
Cool. Well, we will be back here next week with the latest and greatest on leggings.
Awesome. All right. Stay warm.
Yes. You too, actually.
Thanks. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Bye. Cheers. Cheers. Yes. I started that music.